Hi guys, it's Mary from Glimpse of Beyond. I hope you're having an awesome day. Today's going to be a little bit different. Okay? We're going to talk about what you should do when you decide that you want to start card reading. It's a big, huge deal, you guys. Alright, bear with me. I thought I did this video before. I have no idea where it went. So we have that, okay? When you guys read cards, you're opening yourself up to a lot of energy coming your way. Remember in my story how I used to tell you, like, my mom helped me manipulate the energies? All right, we're going to go into that a little bit too, okay? Whenever you start doing anything of this nature, all right, being a medium is something totally different. I'll go into that in a minute. Whenever you decide that you want to start doing tarot cards, oracle cards, angel cards, like any type of asking on the spirit world is probably what you guys would call it, okay? You need to make a safe space, you guys. There's a couple ground rules before you start doing this, all right? And I don't know if any of you guys were ever taught this, so I'm lucky that I was raised being taught this. The first thing you need to do, make sure you have kind of a sacred space for it. Like I have a spare bedroom. Literally, I'm in my bedroom. I have a screen behind me just to block off the rest of it, okay? I have shelves that are specifically designated just to my cards and everything that I do beforehand, all right? My house is going to be a bit different than your guys because of what I do, but literally, if I buy another piece of selenite, yeah. There is selenite everywhere. Selenite is a big clearing stone, all right? I need it, but you guys are going to too if you're starting to do cards. Always have it near you when you're doing cards. I have it everywhere in the house, above every window, every doorway. Yeah, but that's me. All right, but have this near you. If you're using rocks, crystals, I'm going to take the little bowl because it's just easiest. I literally have them in a selenite bowl. All the crystal babies are in a selenite bowl. All right. Also, if you receive anything new, especially crystals, like I still give them a salt bath. Let them dry, and then put them in the selenite bowl. Selenite's like a clearing stone. You guys see me beat my cards. I do that with tourmaline. You could do it with orgonite, okay? They're just cleansing stones. This is a palm stone because you can literally just take it in the palm of your hands. There's so much out there, and I'm so glad you guys are starting to enjoy it all, but man, be safe, all right? So do that. Make sure you have selenite near you. All right, let's say you're doing tarot cards. The first thing you need to do is meditate before you even start doing them. Yeah, for real, not even lying. Sit down, you connect with your higher self, you connect with source, God, whatever you want to call it. I call it God. Connect. Nothing but the greatest good can come through with the white light, always. Nothing but of the light, for the good of the light. All right? You guys know me. You guys should do this too if you're doing any type of cards, even if you're just doing them on yourself. I do this. All right? Place yourself in the protection bubble. I do mine in the white and the blue. I have the pink underlying. Yeah, like rose quartz. Then I have my 4 pillars at each corner. My 4 archangels. And they're like the flames. And then I have the net above me. It's a net, but it's like lace. It's intertwined, and it's silver and gold for the Christ consciousness. I meditate. I ask nothing but the greatest of good to come forth, all right? And the highest of highest lights. Then I light sage. I've already done it, but hey, we'll do it again. All right, literal. Like, look, my sage is right here. lighters have been weird nowadays. They've been really weird. That or the sage has been being dried different, but I've ordered sage from like 3 different places now. But I also take it as if my sage isn't burning that bad, my energy is pretty clear in this room because I'm like the only one in here. All right. You guys see it. I call on all my archangels, my highest self. Dear God in heaven, nothing but the greatest good of the highest light for the highest good of everybody can come through here today. Okay, so you smudge your space. The thing with sage, you can't put it out. You wait for it to go out. You see how burned that is? You see how mine only lasted a second? For those who are new and have never done this, don't be surprised if it lights up like a burning bush, okay? Just let it go out on its own because it's clearing all the energy around you. Usually for extra protection, sometimes if I'm feeling off, I do a Palo Santo. I knew I said it backward. Palo Santo stick. Again, you light it, you let it go out on its own. It smells fantastic. Okay, so now you're ready to like read someone or yourself, all right? When you're doing card readings for people, if you're doing it remotely, it's best if you ask them. Well, it's always best to ask them what their question is, and they have to be very specific with tarot, you guys. You got to be very specific. You can't just be like, hey, where did my car end up? That's not specific enough. I'm sorry. It's not specific enough. You can try. You can try. Okay, tarot, usually you get special pouches, all right? Like, always keep them someplace sacred. You very rarely ever keep them in the box they come in unless it's a tin. I just bought my tarot box. I haven't put them in there yet, but like this one. And anytime you buy anything new, freaking sage it, okay? I'm also weird. Everything's salted as well. I do things different than people, though. You know this. You guys know this. So then you have your tarot cards, all right? When you first get your deck, just kind of let it sit. For real. Just let it sit. Just be like, welcome. Welcome. I'm just letting you sit. So now you're ready to read, all right? I beat my cards. You don't have to. Yes, beat your cards or clear the energy every time between reads with sage. Always give them a good shuffle. You guys know this. You can ask a specific question. I ask clients like to pick a pile that they want. If they don't ask, or I'm on a live and I'm doing it, I always just pick a pile to start with. I cut my cards different. Everybody cuts the cards different. We all do things differently with our cards, okay? So you're done with your reading, even if it's oracle cards. That was just specific to tarot. Say you're doing oracle cards. Same thing, okay? When you get them, sit with them. Play with them. Get a feel for them yourself. I have cards that I don't use, but you still keep them, you guys. Don't toss cards out, all right? We'll go over that in a minute, too. So you're done with your reading. Put your cards back in their bag. Say, no, thank you. I appreciate all that you've offered us today. I appreciate it. Then I sage again. I say, thank you, God, for everything that came through. Thank you to my highest self for coming through. Thank you, all my angels. Thank you. And I'll sage the space. But I'm still here, so I haven't saged just yet, okay? You can do that multiple times. Do it before every read, okay? Like for different people. If you're doing a read for yourself, you're going to know when the energy gets kind of weird. Trust yourself. Sometimes the cards just need to be put up. I've had to put cards in timeout, so to speak. Like, yeah, you'll know when they just aren't. Sorry, I hate when the mouse does that. You'll know when it's just not right. Okay? You'll know. So you just put that deck up and start another deck. All right? Just because you're using new cards doesn't mean you're going to get new answers, though. All right? You got to practice good juju, good energy. All right. For me, because I'm a medium, I'm like super careful, but I'm so fortunate that I've done this for over 50 years and that I had family teach me how to do this, okay? If you think that just anyone can be a medium, you can't. I'm sorry, you can't. And I know a lot of people want to do it, and that's great. You always have to ask God, Source, Creator, your highest self, like, what are you meant here to do? What are you here for? All right? I was literally told like 2 years ago, hey, we're going to throw you on YouTube now. And I was like, oh, dear God, you guys know this, right? So even before I come on a live, it's like a 30-minute meditation. I leave the husband and the cat downstairs. I just come in here and I just meditate. I connect with my highest self. I connect with Source through my highest self. I call in all my guardians. I have a lot up there. Nothing but of the greatest good can come forth. I cannot do anything without people's consent. Sometimes people will want to talk to people that I can't get to. I've had people call upon people whose energy is just, I'm just like, I can't. Nope. Sorry. No. Right now, everyone's super excited because the veil's getting super thin, so they like to come through mediums and just spew forth. You guys have seen it on my lives, okay? That's great. That's great. But this is why I only do lives like twice a week, and I have appointments scattered throughout my week because I have to take care of myself and my energy as well. So after all those live chats are done, or I have an appointment with you and that's done, I again go into a meditative state. I do a great thank you prayer. I cleanse all my cards again with sage. I will burn Palo Santo. I just get centered again. I usually will I can't take baths anymore. I wish I could. God, I wish I could. I'll go in a shower. I just will shower. And I have like a salt scrub mixture in my shower, okay? Because you got to rinse off the energy that's come through you when you're a medium. You have to. Yeah, and it always has to be for the greatest good of the highest light and only for the good, okay? Right now, you guys know this. They've been telling me. You guys know what they've been telling me. It's YouTube. Okay? Look at one of my last lives. Just because of that, a lot of things that used to happen have kind of faded away, which is exciting. All right? Spiritual attacks are real. They used to happen quite a bit. Oh, that's a whole nother story, and that's exciting. Not. But anyways, you have to protect your own energy when you do any of this work. You can learn the cards. You can have a knack for the cards. Right now, the veil is thin, so people are probably like, oh my God, you can do that. Fantastic. Protect your space. Protect your energy. You better have great boundaries in place. I learned when I was super young, put boundaries up. Especially because I grew up in a freaking funeral home. Oh my God, could you guys imagine if I didn't have the boundaries up? And thank God for my mom, because when the dark came in, you manipulate it. You call in all your angel guides. And you connect right with Source through your highest self, and you get rid of them. We're not going to go into that today, but that's as far as I'm going to go with that part, okay? But you guys, you got to do it for the greatest good. Not for yourself, for the greatest good. Okay? Take care of your space. When you're done, like I said, I light sage. I always have to wash my hands. I have to have water on me. It's like you have to wash it off. It's just what the energy demands, okay? If you guys have any questions, drop them below. I'll be happy to help. I don't mind helping at all, all right? Thanks. You guys know what to do. Hit the like, subscribe, notification bells. Oh, and share. All right, you guys, thanks.